Historical Society for the grant of $5,000. Your support for our society most certainly helps us preserve the artifacts and history of Farm City. We constantly strive to improve, and we thank you for responding to our annual request for funds. We appreciate your approval and generosity. And that's signed Sally Williams, Secretary.
Second.
Call it.
Jenkins?
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
Harden?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Testori?
Yes.
Motion carried.
There being no unfinished business, we move to Section 3, new business.
Is that open bids for? Make a motion to open bids.
Yes.
701 West Olive. Second.
Call it.
Vaughn? Harden?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes. Yes.
Jenkins?
Yes.
For 701 West Olive. And they have taped it well.
It's a sealed bid.
Definitely a sealed bid. The first bid, McQuay Property Management, 201 East Water Street. Again, it is for 701 West Olive. Brian McQuay submits a formal proposal to purchase a surplus property at 701 West Olive at a price of $4,000. Gary Boyles, and he would like to place a bid for the 701 West Olive property at $1,525.
At how much?
$1,525. Those are the two bids for those properties.
Before we can discuss item number 2, we do need to bring it onto the table.
Make a motion to approve resolution 2016-18, awarding bid for 701 West Olive.
I'll second.
Discussion. I have a few discussion points right now. This is a recommendation from our lawyer. It's a very good recommendation. Just because we received the bid tonight does not mean that we have to accept the bid this evening. In fact, he's recommending that we wait a couple of weeks until the next time that we come in so that we can think about it. We can review it at the same time. A lawyer can review it, the manager can review it as well. Just because we have a high bid there doesn't mean that we may find that bid attractive at all. It is my recommendation that we table this resolution at this time. And we would need a motion to table it.
I make a motion to table it. So what are we accomplishing by holding on to it?
If we're not satisfied,
No.
and I mean, if it's a fair price, we can accept it. If it's not a fair price, we can not accept it.
When's the bid closed on this?
When
Is
did
it
it close?
closed?
They're closed. That's why we're opening tonight.
So we had a motion to table it. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion on tabling it?
Yeah, I'd like to see, when we do come back, I think we need to do some research, individually, come up with comps instead of, come up with a number that we feel like we need to get for it, and get some help from the city manager on what the city needs to make sure we are making, not losing money on it. We need to be able to prepare for that the next time it comes out.
Do we know what our break-even point is on?
I think we can get a number there pretty quick.
Okay.
Those will be given to us, the bids, correct? So on tabling it, call it.
Kelly?
Yes.
Testori?
Yes.
Jenkins?
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
Harden?
Yes.
Motion carried.
I'll make a motion to open the bids for 702 West Water.
I'll second it.
Testori,
Yes.
Jenkins,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Harden,
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Gentlemen, there was only one bid received for 702 West Water Street. The bid submitted is from Gary Boyles. He would like to place a bid of $2,510 for 702 West Water.
Any discussion?
So are you making the same recommendation as well?
Before I did that, I would need the other resolution to be brought to the table.
I'll make a resolution to approve, make a motion to approve resolution 2016-19, awarding the bid for 702 West Water.
I'll second it.
Discussion, I have discussion points, and it's the same discussion as we had before. Again, we can vote to approve it this evening at yes. You can also, it would take a 4 out of 5 to approve this. You can vote it down if you'd like, or we could table this and kind of just sit back and make sure that all our ducks are in line, and then review this in 2 weeks. Recommendation from our lawyer, recommendation from myself, is that we table this resolution at this time.
I'll make a motion to table resolution 2016-19.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Call it.
Klein,
Yes.
Harden,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
Testori,
Yes.
Jenkins.
Yes.
Motion carries.
I make a motion to go into executive session, 5 ILCS 120/2C3, purchase or lease of real property for the use of the public body.
I'll second it.
Go ahead and call, what we roll call? Call.
Harden,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
Testori,
Yes.
Jenkins,
Yes.
Klein.
Yes.
Motion carries.
We are now in open section, and we are moving to section 4, the other items, the city manager's report.
Well, skipping over the bid opening of the 2 parcels, we'll move down to the swimming pool. Did open on schedule on Memorial Day. It was jam-packed. As you see that currently we're pretty light on lifeguards. There's only 12 employed. Jill is hoping to bring on a couple more here in the near future. There was a reported fall at the swimming pool, and so since then we put up some warning signs. Obviously, when the floor is wet, the floor is slick. And so anyway, some due caution needs to be used out there. BMX personnel, for the last several years, they've had a fireworks display. Again, they asked if that would be okay, and so we granted them permission to have their fireworks display on Friday, July 1st. And the only provision that we put out there, and obviously we're listed on any insurance, is that if it's dry, then we'll call them off, which they totally understand that. Calvin reported that an aeration pump had gone down at the wastewater plant. It was quite a process. I believe it was like a 2-day process for him to get the tanks drained down, get the pump back out, get the pump over to Champaign, get it rebuilt. So since then, I think he's got that thing up and running. On Memorial Day, I don't know if your phones were ringing off the wall or not. There was a isolated power outage up in the 700 block of Plum and John. It only affected between 4 and 6 houses. It was a very isolated thing. Back in an alley, a transformer had failed. That does happen, unfortunately. And so those houses were off for about 4 hours. Don't know if you saw it or not, but Mug a Bug, the pesticide sprayers are in town. They're going around, they're going out to the subdivision, they're going out to South Park. They're hitting the major areas of town for mosquito spraying. If they get them knocked down now, hopefully that wind's laid down a little bit. It was pretty windy there earlier. And then if we need a second application, we'll hit it again later. Farnsworth Group's been out to South Park. They've got some elevations out there. Scott Kelly's been working pretty diligently out there to get a small pavilion put up in a preliminary area campsite. They were out there the other day. As soon as they get me that, then we'll get a DNR permit for that. There'll be another exploratory meeting at the Combined Dispatch Center going on tomorrow and Wednesday. I'll report back to you as soon as I get some information on that. Right now, they just really haven't been putting out too much. And as of today, the highway permit was received for the water main loop that comes off of George Rock and goes down to Clinton Avenue. As I reported several weeks ago, we went ahead and put that out for bid letting, and that bid letting will be at 2 o'clock on June 23rd. When I called Farnsworth today to let them know that we had received that permit, they told me that they were getting inquiries as far away as Joliet. So people are kind of hungry for work this year, and which is good for the city of Farmer City, because that might drive the cost down some. So,
What kind of dollar figure, just a ballpark, are we?
Mac, I think we were looking at about 150, 175,000.
Okay.
The big expense is boring under, about 54.
Any questions to the city manager's report? Non-agenda items and other business. We did want to discuss
The park.
the
Yeah.
playground equipment.
Yeah.
At-
Yeah, go ahead.
No, by all means.
We have found out, I've just found out tonight, that since 1992, it has been the city council's responsibility to put
The city's responsible.
the city's responsibility to put the playground in at Prairie Ridge. And why it has not been done, I don't know. I can't answer that. But it is going to get done, and we've decided tonight to do that. We're going to need some input on what you want. We're going to need committee from you guys. That's all right?
Yeah, I would recommend, well, I would recommend reaching out probably to Susan Wilson. She's put in multiple parks and what have you, and they can get the contact information of, I know it was Rachel that came out last time. She'd come out.
Play times.
Yeah, they would come out and they would give us a number of options and discuss pricing. They're really good about taking your hand and leading you in the way. That I do believe that Mac's right. We found out this evening, and we're not going to dally on that immediately. We would like to start seeing estimates and at least a vision for the playground park immediately. We'd like to have this done before the end of the summer.
And we've also been told tonight that the ground where this is slated for is on high ground.
So we can do this right away, we don't have to wait for drainage, all of the rest of it needs to be drained still.
Yeah, but with mosquitoes and all, I think we need to look at expanding that as much as we can to get that water away from the high ground.
Absolutely.
Any other non-agenda items, other business? City should, a great big thank you to those who took leadership in the Heritage Days. I thought that they did a wonderful job, and the crowds were quite awesome. Also, thank you to Scott and the work that you're doing on South Park, sir. Appreciate all of that work. So, but on that, we would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Call it.
Harden,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
Testori,
Yes.
Jenkins,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
motion carried.